Hi, this is Shakespeare Girl from Joutatsu Faito. I'm making this video to show an activity I made for myself for one of my earlier entries this week, which was Komonjo Yogo Sono Go, that covered the Chinese zodiac in Japanese. So I'll link that entry below. Please check it out for more details because I'm not going to be explaining everything in this video. This is just to help memorize the characters and their readings. More than know what they're doing and why they're doing it. Up here we have the Jikkan. Down here is the Junishi. There's 29 cards total. So if you're making this, 29 little cards. I just cut white index cards in half a bunch of times and used a highlighter to color code them. Jikkan's in blue, Junishi's in purple. Up here the orange and the yellow are just spatial markers. We have, it looks like the days of the week. They're pronounced a little differently, so be careful. Ki, hi, tsuchi, ka, mizu. And then over here we have our yin and yang. We have e and to. So this makes a little chart, which makes it handy. Ki no e is right here. Ki no to, right here. And on the back I have that written along with the Chinese pronunciation. So what I did first was what I tell my students to do when we're practicing stuff. Take your finger and point, because it helps with the movement. Kinoe, kinoto, hinoe, hinoto, tsuchinoe, tsuchinoto, kanoe, kanoto, mizunoe, mizunoto. And I did that probably 20 times last night. I don't even know. But I did a lot. Then once I got comfortable with that, I took these all away, mixed them up. But I left my spatial markers, so I know here should be kinoe, here should be hinoto. Mix up the cards, and then put them back. So here is hinoe, mizunoe, kinoto, hinoto, kinoe, tsuchinoto. This is actually tsuchinoe. I always mess that up. Hinoe, kanoto, mizunoto, kanoe. And I'm going to check these because I'm always messing these up. Tsuchinoe, tsuchinoto. Okay, so I got them right eventually. Hinoe, hinoto. So that's that activity. I did it a bunch. As you can see, I'm still having trouble with these four right here. So I have more work to do. That's that part of the activity. For the Junishi, I didn't figure out anything super exciting. It's still a lot of rote memorization, but I found that moving things and seeing where things are physically in a place was a lot better than looking at a virtual blob of ink on a screen and trying to remember what that looked like associated with what it meant and how you read it when you think this, oh, that means child is pronounced ko and it's actually meaning rat and it's pronounced ne. So, for this, I started out just doing them like a normal deck of flashcards in my hands, and then once I sort of was associating the meaning and pronunciation with the character itself, I laid them out in order, and I'm really focusing on order here because it helps, that's how you read time. So, for me, order is important. If it's not important for you, then you skip memorizing them in order. There are pros and cons to memorizing things in order. But, and what I did is point to them and then turn them over to check the readings. I'm not going to do that because it's just going to make a mess of the cards. But, ne, ushi, tora, u, tatsu, mi, uma, hitsuji, saru, tori, inu, i. And I did that a bunch. I tried to do that with the Chinese readings. I'm not very good at those yet, so I'm not going to subject you to that. But then I did the same thing that I did with the Jikkan, and I mixed them up and tried to put them in order again. But this time I have no spatial reference, so it actually presented a bigger challenge for me. So we've got Tora, Tori, Inu, Tatsu, I, U, Uma, Saru, Ne, Ushi, Mi, and Hitsuji. And then, obviously, check your work. Make sure you've got it right before you go ahead and memorize them in the wrong order. That's my activity. If you have any suggestions to make it more interesting, let me know. Or if you have any comments at all, feel free to share. I'm always interested to see what people have to say. I hope it helped. I hope you at least found it interesting. And good luck studying.